Good morning, Aris.
Good morning.
Good afternoon for you.
Good afternoon outside, yes. We are what? We have 7 hours apart, right?
Exactly.
Oh.
Okay, so I guess we're live. I haven't been able to see mine yet. Can you get mine? So 大家好，今日咧就其實我哋差唔多1個月冇做過，因為咧之前咧就做咗 Wine and Dine 啦。咁我唔知大家認唔認到咧 ？Across from us here, across the world in Bordeaux right now is Aris Allouche, who's actually, I thought he lived in Hong Kong because every time I see him, he's in Hong Kong. Now he's in Bordeaux and he's live with us and it's morning. And next to me is Nelson Chow. So Aris, I'll give everybody a little introduction. Hi, everybody. Aris is the owner. He's the owner and editor of Sommelier International, a magazine that we all get here. It's free online, but you know, sometimes I just like that whole texture of flipping a book. 即係我自己本身咧好中意買書，仲係即係中意嗰個
The real.
Yeah, you know, this online thing, I'm still trying to get used to it too. But yeah, so he's been doing this for, how long have you been doing this for?
Oh, 30 years now.
No, but online one.
They got a magazine?
Online only since 4 years.
Okay. Wow,
the magazine is 30 years already, yes.
Holy smokes. Wow, 30年喎，佢好後生喎。如果做呢個雜誌啊
starting from his father.
Okay. Wow, scare me. The wine you're drinking must be very good if you started 30 years. I almost like hacked it.
I am aging well also.
And, you know, he works with the sommeliers as well as wine industry people, as well as the chateaus, the wineries, and he arranges wine tastings, not just in Bordeaux, not just in France, but pretty much across the world because this is very international. 咁大家我唔知道大家知唔知 Nelson， 我成日叫佢做主席啦。咁佢係 the President of Hong Kong Sommelier Association of Hong Kong and Greater China。咁咧我咧反而 for me the way I met him is 我真係自己上去 I actually went to apply and to be a member when I was going through my level 1 and level 2 WSET examination. I started off 10 years ago as just something that I started to like, and then it became a passion, and then became an obsession, and then that's how I met Nelson. And I met both of you guys through competitions.
Yeah, wine competition.
And judging and actually competing. And it's so weird that, you know, after 10 years, just for me, I'm literally a baby, but you guys look not that much older than me, and it's so weird. I honestly think it's the wine. 我唔知大家見唔見到咧，其實我10年咋。去咗成30、40，我唔講 past 40多年啦。But you know this, it's crazy, and I just want to say thank you for coming and helping us with this online platform and joining us today because I know you have a lot of commitments because this was very last minute. How is it right now in Bordeaux with COVID? Because I know we just heard in Hong Kong about restrictions increasing there as well.
In France,
yeah.
Yes, exactly. So actually in France and in Bordeaux, we have a curfew. So only shops and classical business are open from the morning to 6 in the afternoon. And after it's completely locked down. Restaurants can do click and collect or delivery at home. And all the bars, sports, entertainment are closed.
Wow.
No, they can do food takeaway.
Yeah, exactly. Takeaway, delivery at home or takeaway. Some few restaurants have an offer, but it's very complicated for them.
哇！佢哋仲嚴重過我哋喎，其實佢哋係唔可以有餐廳食啦，全部都係外賣啦。只係最重要嘅生意冇嘢食嘅地方先可以開到。咁我哋個 restriction 都 increase 咗。Our restrictions also no dinner, no after 6, so you can have early dinner if you want. But just lunches or couple seatings of lunches. But we've also increased the restrictions here in Hong Kong as well. So hopefully everything will go back to normal soon. But but most important is that everybody is safe, that the number of cases go down, or that the vaccination comes soon to help everybody stay safe and protected from this virus, right?
Thanks, we hope. Yes, actually we have 25,000 cases every day, so it's a lot.
In France, in the whole of France,
So we plan to a better situation in April, not before.
所以其實都好嚴重啊，25,000個case 每日喎喺法國，所以 like this is the best solution I think right now. Being able to keep the conversation open, which is what Wine Maven .io is trying to do, which is what I'm trying to do here, and with the contribution of everybody just explaining and how is everybody doing or working around this. I know that for sommeliers, for instance, sommeliers are needed in the restaurant. Okay, so why don't we explain 即係解釋俾大家其實 sommelier 個工作係咩先？ What is a sommelier first? How about we do that?
Well, let me do that then.
Yeah.
A sommelier work in restaurant is, to me, of course, is very important because they are the one who's selecting wine, who is controlling the wine stock, facing the customer to make recommendation, and also appropriate pairing with the food items where the restaurant is really creative for. And afterward, they also, big part is really doing the wine marketing because they are the one who really representing wine in front of the real customer. So that's why their skill set is not just only knowledge in wine, but also a lot of like serving skill, like marketing skill, like also you need to catch knowing about the wine trend, particularly like Asia. In Asia, we have a long history wine drinking already, particularly in Japan and Hong Kong. But in like new city country, like in China mainland, also like Thailand, Malaysia, they are really new coming country who's using wines. But then we really need to fit in all these things and then properly doing a proper wine marketing.
所以其實咧 sommelier 咧，即係品酒師咧，好多唔同嘅工作。其實我之前都唔識得分嘅，即係 so what is a sommelier 咧 ？Hi Dorothy，I say hi Karina。其實有好多朋友 Candy 啊，大家 join 我哋嘅。其實好多人都一齊點解try like they do a little bit of appreciation sommelier classes to find out what it's about. So 唔單止試酒啦 ，OK， 你仲要配酒啦，同埋佢哋個工作唔係單止做呢兩樣嘢，你仲要諗下。我入咩酒去配合個餐廳嗰啲嘢食 ，so it's the food, it's like the whole line. It's not just one part of it. And I think that a lot of people don't really understand. 即係未必真係好明白成個品酒師個工作係代表啲乜嘢。
I think one part very important is very tactical because the wine service skill set is really something that a lot of people don't understand. They think that we just open the bottle and then let it breathe and then telling you, but it's not really like that. We need to know each wine, how is the best, showing their best. Like for instance, temperature, like how long does it need to breathe out? Some of the wine you need to decant, some you don't. Some is restricted, you cannot decant. There's a lot of things like that, but a lot of people don't understand. Sometimes even a champagne, we can decant a champagne.
有冇聽過？你一諗你諗住 decant 個 champagne 冇晒啲 bubbles， 所以 if you decant a champagne all the bubbles are gone, you would never think to do that。即係係咯，我自己都冇諗過呢個。
That's why a lot of things, a lot of people, even though one of the examination we had, which is decanting white wine。
呢個我都有 judge 過嘅。
After that, some of the people freak out. What happened? You asked me to decant a bottle of white wine, and then. Well, that's why the skill set among there is really professional and tactical. You need to fully understand what wine, what you need to do to express its best.
So I know that sommeliers are not just wine. They have to do the entire drink business.
Absolutely.
There's tea, there's
coffee.
Oh my goodness, and there's also cocktails. They have to know all of it. Because when I was talking to a good friend, Yang Lu, Lu Yang, they had to do the whole tea and the different types of tea. The temperature is served differently, and the examination was actually the Hong Kong sommelier did better than the sommelier in China at the time because it comes as a say you never thought you'd have to do it. Right, because it's so common. But this is like something that I didn't even know until I started to actually explore the sommelier, like the journey of it. Okay, before we talk anymore, because my throat's getting a little dry, I think we need to do a cheers first.
Yes.
This is something that Wine Maven we always do on these wine, dine, and all things in between. Cheers.
Cheers.
And today,
Yeah, we are having the Phelan Segur.
yes.
Yeah, this beautiful chateau. Having Aris and me visiting there many times.
呢個
Yeah.
大家唔好估錯啦，有 Phelan Segur 有 Phelan Segur 全部都係同一個地區。This is the Phelan Segur.
Phelan Segur.
And we have two different vintages. 我咧就揸住2003 I'm holding 2003 and Aris is holding 2011.
2011. Yeah.
And there's a reason for that. This time we have the same wine but different vintages because we have two somms here, like professional somms. I'm a learning one. And so we're going to get them to pick it apart. I think that's something that a lot of people don't know. Like if I'm going to go into a store to buy a wine, they might have the same wine but 3 different vintages.
Yeah.
And the first thing I'd be like, well, which one do I get? Other than like the price, right? How would I know what to choose?
A lot of people saying that older the better. But if you know about wine, you fully understand it's not really that means, right? Sometimes wine is not really older always better. Some they do, but not really. A lot of wine, if they are over the top, mean that you're going to have some very OT characters in only, and not much fruit agents, acidity gone, fruitiness all flattened. That is not a good sign. That's why you need to drink the wine as its best or ultimate timing. Today, lucky that I choose the 2003 because 2003 in Bordeaux is a very warm year, powerful suntan. That's why the structure, the alcoholic strength of the wine is really a little bit stronger and higher. The wine keeping in my cellar, very good. Now it's 17 years old already, and it's just perfect timing to enjoy it now.
嗱呢個咧就主席話啦，2003佢專登揀係比較暖啲嘅年份啦，
冇錯。
係咁佢會唔會甜啲啊？
唔會啊，因為佢其實喺 Saint Estèphe，因為個酒莊係喺 Saint Estèphe 嗰度啦。Saint Estèphe 嘅地區咧，其實佢好 powerful 嘅 year 咧，反而佢係會涼快過其他 Medoc 嘅 area 嘅。That is slightly different. If you think about Saint Estèphe and the whole range of the other Medoc sub-region or communes is totally different. When you are hazy, when you are raining in Pauillac, well, Pauillac and Saint Estèphe are just next to each other. But it could be sunshine, powerful suntan in Saint Estèphe.
Teresa said today's a sunny day in Pauillac. So it's a sunny day. She's also saying hi to everybody because she knows everybody here.
Okay, good.
I want to ask Aris, 2011 compared to 2003, how was the weather?
2011, very different vintage, youngest for sure. It was a very cold year with some frost, so totally different than 03 and was very warm, one of the warmest year in the history of Bordeaux. The wine is smooth, elegant, very fruity, a little bit young for the moment, and we can keep it at least 5 years more. You know, Phelan Segur, it's one of the rarest Saint-Estèphe.
Exactly.
Who do 50% more and less Cabernet Sauvignon and 50% Merlot. So it's a blend, it's a very elegant blend. And those wine are, very nice, very drink in the good way.
Well, Phelan Segur up to now, because I'm following this wine for over 25 years already. Phelan Segur up to now, they are still 100% handpicked. Yeah, and they do the hand sorting in the vineyards. Yes. After that, they came back to the winery, having the sorting table, doing the sorting again. And afterward, they bought the new machine around like 7 years ago, which is the optical machine. They start using all grapes through the optical machine doing the final scanning. That means when they're contouring the berries, they're really contouring to each pieces of berry. Only the perfect berries go to the ground vine.
Okay, so I know that you two, 即係嗱，佢啱啱講緊嗰個地區個分別啦，因為其實呢個 Saint Estèphe 嘅地區係比較唔同，比你其他聽過咧好多人會啊 Saint-Emilion 啊，其實大家都聽過呢啲地方 ，Petrus 嗰啲地方，you know Pomerol 好多地方，但 Saint Estèphe 咧嗱， 我覺得好得意咧，係點解我哋成日聽到，即係我喺香港啦，啲人會買就 a lot of people buy wines in Hong Kong, but they always say, oh, there's classification. First growth, second growth, third growth, Cuba's rosé, there's blah, blah, blah. What does this mean for somebody who doesn't know anything that they're just going to go in? Because I know there's a lot of stories behind this wine.
Yeah.
So if I'm just going to Google search, what's going to make me buy certain wine? This 1855 classification. Does it have to be a first growth? Does it have to be, because a lot of people now are on a budget, right? And we're trying to get wines that are drinkable with different foods. And a lot of people with Bordeaux, because the two of you guys, I mean, and my heart is in Bordeaux as well. But why would they say, oh, it's too tough? You can't drink Bordeaux with everything. So now I want some insight because Chinese New Year is coming and everybody's going to be having a lot of Chinese New Year foods. Yeah. And I know that Aris knows a lot about Chinese New Year foods coming from a Westerner. What would be good with a Bordeaux wine and what's this classification stuff? 我覺得係要問咯呢啲係咪先？我唔識㗎嘛。
You know better than anyone.
With French food, but also with Hong Kong or Chinese food. They are very nice to pair with pork. They are very nice to pair with lamb. Lamb is like a specialty in Medoc and in Saint-Estèphe. That's true. But with pork or barbecue, it's very, very, very nice. Yes.
How do you know that? How do you know that?
His heart is in Hong Kong while our heart is in Bordeaux. You just wow. So over here, I don't know because I guess it's lunch, breakfast for you. But Nelson was very kind to, we wanted to give a little kind of like a preamp because Chinese New Year is coming up. Yeah. And I said, well, we want to give some idea what kind of foods people can have with it. During Chinese New Year, we always have the crispy skin pork, and then you have char siu and a lot of meats, barbecue. And like for me, I didn't have it in Canada a lot until I came here. But every time there's a celebration, you have the whole suckling pig, you have that. 大家睇啊，佢真係講中咗啊 Aris， 佢講晒我哋中國人食嘅嘢啊。
We have the pork belly 啊，我哋有豬腩肉啊、燒肉，有呢個 barbecue pork、叉燒，仲有呢個係一個 specialty 嚟，因為我今日咧就去咗呢個澳洲 Icon 嘅 Up and Beyond 嗰個 restaurant 啦。
你係應該講個中文，我係應該講緊呢個 It's Up and Beyond from Hotel Icon。我好多謝佢哋咧，就今日好快咁安排。咁啊，當然 Nelson。關係喺呢方面咧，佢想俾最好嘅 pairing with these Bordeaux。呢個係佢哋最 special 嘅 smoked pigeon。I'm sorry, Aris, we're going to eat it for you. Yes, we're going to taste it for you as well live. Yeah. I'm going to live taste it for you. So cheers on that one.
Yes, enjoy.
It's dinner time for us, though. 我成日好中意。See, we've got people saying yummy. Yes, I know you miss it, Teresa.
Yes. That's nice. I enjoy a lot Chinese food.
And we have some big fans. Candy, who actually visited this. Did she go with you? With your student? She's one of your students. Yeah. So they actually did go with the Hong Kong Sommelier Association to Phelan Segur.
Yes.
And when was this?
Well, I visited there many times. Many times. Few times I was with Aris together. The chateau is really beautiful. And they have a big front yard, okay, close to the river. You can see the Zhong River. And then we always have a barbecue lunch over there, which was really spectacular, I tell you.
That's very nice because during the harvest, they are one of the rarest chateaux to open the door to show how they are harvest. And they do a wonderful barbecue lunch, that's true. Open to the public, and that's a very nice address also to have a lunch. Yeah.
And also the Bordeaux Marathon. It also is the ones who open the door for everyone. You can even book their barbecue lunch. You can even book their dinner there,
Yeah, I ran the marathon last year. Yeah. Well, now it's a year, 2019.
19 years.
Now it's year before because it's just like 1 month, 2021. After running that, though, I couldn't eat anything. Usually because as you run, you're drinking and eating. It's one of a kind. I've never done anything like that before. Wanted to go back again this last year, but obviously we couldn't. So everything is virtual now. I just want to say I had the suckling pig. They say, and cheers, Charlie. Because I think I'm hungry, number one. It's a perfect time for dinner. And I just wanted to experience it with a different food. So I just had the pork first. the suckling pig. And then I'm going to move on to the char siu when you guys go on to your next topic.
Well, actually, Aris, how is the life of sommelier actually in Europe now?
So that's true. We said before that restaurants are mostly closed.
Yeah.
So it's quite
What
complicated.
are they doing then?
Yeah. Now they are helping in the chateau. They are helping also to receive some comments, opinions. Wineries doesn't participate to any wine fair or they don't travel, so they need to receive opinions, comments about the wines. So it's why sommelier can help a lot.
Mhm.
That's very important. And also, the consumption of wine changed because restaurants are closed, so no people drink more at home.
Yes, yes, yes.
Uh,
That's
some
when the wine shop sales is a little bit better, or the private sales, you will say. Right?
private sales increase, but the problem is the restaurant sales decrease a lot.
Yeah.
So just a shout out because, this is from the local restaurants here. I want everybody to go out to eat lunch more.
Yes.
Okay, because dinners we can't have. We need to support our local F&B industry. I mean, it's putting with winemaven.io, we are trying to put the merchants together along with the restaurants. That's why we're trying to, present how to pair these things, pair these wines, pair these foods at the same time. If you want to learn a little bit more about the wineries and the chateaus, please go to the site. If you click on the wines, you'll actually learn about the history. And this is one thing I wanted to say with Sommelier International. Your platform, it actually provides, let people know what else it provides for the majority public, because it is free. It is free. And I think a lot of people didn't even know that it existed, especially in our community who aren't wine drinkers to start with, possibly, but they want to learn. We have a whole bunch of millennials and people who are in our age and people who are just maybe because of COVID, we're starting to appreciate our home life. And we do want to, take advantage of every moment that we have to share now, because time is something that we can't get back. And I think that everybody just learning even the simple concepts. I love the fact that Sommelier International does link wineries and tastings even. So this is my approach for you to have us promise online that we're going to get private tours, because I know you can do it. And you're going to walk us through with your phone while we do this, and it's going to be exclusive for us, right? Because I know that they can do it. He's got access to all the wineries and the chateaus there. I mean, I do too, but I'm not there right now. And with people who are inducted in the commanderies, you got to hit the drums. We get the whole ceremony with the cake. And I know Aris is one that can do it.
Yes.
He is too. So we're making both of them. We're going to have these exclusive. And Teresa, I know that Lynchbach is also part of that.
Yeah.
You're going to have to walk them through it, show them the ceremony, because it's so exclusive. Yes, they have a beautiful new cellar. Teresa, you're promising this, even though you don't know it yet. But it's a beautiful ceremony that not everybody gets to attend to. When I was inducted the first time into one of, they have 5, I think, right? You have the Commanderie, the Bordeaux, Commanderie, the Bon Temps. You have, it's an amazing thing to just witness. For somebody that is new to it, it is quite a tradition, and it's to be a part of the whole ceremony. It makes you even more excited about the wine, and you want to learn about each winery's history, because each one has a different story. And that's what I think really built my interest in learning about, because there's so many wines, there's so many chateaus, but each one is so different and so special, I think. And I wanted to bring Aris into here because not only is a sommelier, he's a true Bordelais who knows the history, and he grew up there. And he's actually tried to link Hong Kong and Asian culture with them to share it. You want to bring people over, and Nelson's actually brought people over. We have his students online, and they've actually, they're witnesses that they've actually seen it. It's not just talk. And I think that's the cool part. 即係我覺得好重要係，你講話帶啫，好多人，哎呀，我下次帶你啦。但係其實永遠都唔會去嘅。係咪好多人都有試過呢樣嘢？但係咧，佢哋兩個咧係真係帶你去嘅，即係真係你話去西班牙。They will actually organize a trip to Spain, and it's not expensive. It's actually at cost because 佢哋識人啊嘛，唔好去嗰啲咧唔識人嗰啲啊。
We get some good lunch or dinner in the chateau.
Yeah, and wines. They open more than what they actually say on the list. 呢個係最重要啊，其實。
No, one time we have vertical tasting
Yes.
in actually Satolascon, 11 vintage.
所以諗下，其實
One time when I bought the whole team of champion sommelier over there, we have 20 vintage of Satu Pisong Pao.
see, talking about competitions. So with ours and Nelson, I want to know, because there's so many different groups out there, right?
Yep.
How do you know if you're a sommelier that wants to start, or how do you're looking up information and you want to do your exams or something? How do you know which ones are real, and how do you know which ones are just marketing? Like there's so many now, and because everybody's online, people are just trying to get money out of it, but how can we, as like just a commoner out, how do we know which ones are good? How do we know which ones are respected?
Oh, first, all the sommeliers are members normally of the National Association.
Yeah.
So the same in Hong Kong, if you are a member of the Hong Kong Sommelier Association, or if you are a member of the French Sommelier Association, it's a first step to give quality, and knowledge. So that's very important. And
actually, well, there's no secret that the world is really open nowadays. The ASI, which means the Association de la Sommelier Internationale, which is the International Sommelier Association in English, which is concluding 66 countries all around the world.
Wow, okay.
With association in each country represented. And after that, this big group, they are all registered as non-profit organization. And the ASI also is a non-profit organization worldwide. And all these things together, which hold the a diploma of sommelier. We have the silver,
bronze,
silver, and gold. And then each year we arrange examination that only the members of national association that they can apply for.
And you can't just get it. Like you have to keep learning.
Yeah.
So after you get it, you actually, because they do have workshops you have to keep on attending. You can't just get it one and keep it for like 50 years. 即係我覺得咁樣你先至知道其實係咪真定假，冇理由你考一個試就完成嘅。Actually, wine is forever evolving. And this is very important. Like if it's a non-profit organization, how do you guys survive? Like how can you run it for so long?
No, of course we have a little membership fee annually, which is the income, but also when we arrange like activities like a winery visit and everything, sometimes we get sponsor, we get some support from either importers in Hong Kong, either is winery themselves, either is the big wine marketing companies that where the resources come in.
But I also know that Nelson made it like a point from the very beginning. 其實好多政府香港政府 Wine and Dine 本身個 event 嗰啲咧，好多嗰啲香港大個 event 咧，其實係佢哋做嘅。They organize it, they're part of it, and so is ours.
We are the consultants.
Yeah, and that's very important for everybody to know which ones to go to. I will include all the links and your websites. People can email you if they have any questions, both sides. Because I really want people to know that I want them to go, if they're going to be, looking up different associations to join, or they want to learn a little bit more. I want them, that Wine Maven is providing the right associations for them to go to. Because so many people are now online a lot more, they don't actually go to the offices, that I want to make sure that people are getting the right information. I think that's really important. I know that we're kind of like in a hurry because you're rushing off for
very important
to celebrate us Capricorns because we're January birthdays, but to take this, yes, fellow Capricorn. But I just want to shout out to both the Sommelier S International, Hong Kong Sommelier Association, also 我哋呢一個 hotel icon for providing food and the parents' days. We don't actually have enough time. 我知道而家好多人先開始 join 嘅時候咧，就冇辦法。Yes, and that is the magazine. You can go online. I'll provide all the links as well. Will you do one last cheers?
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.
And enjoy. And we're gonna have a special Chinese New Year package coming out that we're gonna present a little bit later, or I will, just to bring out the cheer. And we want to keep everybody happy and healthy. Okay.
Great. Bye bye. Thank you so
much.
Ciao, Aris.